Good morning. Welcome to Alpha Ωmega Columnhenge Temple. We're located halfway between Death Valley and Las Vegas in the Mojave Desert of the Southwest United States. And today we have nearly complete cloud cover. It's going to make observation of the sunrise a little more challenging this morning. Good morning, David.
Good morning, Leslie. Happy winter solstice, everybody.
Happy winter solstice, everyone.
Yeah, today's a special day. My goodness.
Right.
You can see though. Look at those clouds over there. They were out here spraying the chemtrails bright and early today. When was the last time you saw long, straight, stretched out clouds like those?
Remember the poofy ones? Yeah.
Well, they're kind of poofy now because they're spreading out, but
oh, they're still streaky. It's because they look streaky. Like, it's so easy to spot synthetic clouds because it just looks like clouds painted badly.
Look at that fire pit out there. Y'all can tell we're getting ready for our winter solstice celebration.
Yeah, we got it all heaped up last night, and I'll show you the other ones that we have going. We've got 3 other fire pits here filled with weeds. Hey, I want to walk over. We've got a second.
Sure. We got a couple of minutes. We're out here a little bit early today.
Yeah.
So winter solstice, today is the longest night of the year and the shortest day. This is the sun beginning all over again. One could say that tonight it's the rebirth of the solar year.
Yes, and you can see how high we've got. These are tumbleweeds. This is what happens to tumbleweeds once they finish their life cycle. There's 4 different species of tumbleweeds that grow here, and all of them represented in this lovely pile we're getting ready to burn. These are the Russian thistles. Some of these will weigh in excess of 200 pounds when they're full grown.
Wow.
And when they dry, they weigh no more than 5, 10.
All that water.
All that water. And that's why the donkeys eat them.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Speaking of donkeys, the donkeys were back here last night again. Those sentient creatures love to eat what's left of our cane, so it was nice to turn them loose on it after our harvest was over.
That's right. All right, well, we'll go ahead and take position. Around the henge, we have stones placed. You may or may not have noticed. There's one right there. That represents summer solstice sunrise, which is way over here. You see? Summer solstice sunrise is over there. And we have made the entire year transit
to the winter solstice sunrise.
To the winter solstice sunrise way over here.
Now, when the sun reaches its southernmost point, where it is right now, it's going to be several days before it begins its journey back northward. So, unfortunately, today, we're now approximately at the time of sunrise proper. But as you can see, the east is so socked in with these chemtrail clouds that we're not going to be able to see it today. But by tomorrow, we ought to... Oh, there go the donkeys. Not sure if you can hear that. There are wild burros right here.
Lots of them.
So today we're not going to be able to show you the alignments in the henge because there are no shadows. But it's very interesting at winter solstice. Tomorrow morning, hopefully we're going to have a brilliant sunrise without clouds and we'll be able to show you those alignments. We've got a couple more days before it begins to move north, so for sure we should find a window, a good sunny sunrise in there.
That's right.
So, shall we begin?
Let's begin. He is risen. All hail the sun, source of all life on this earth. I think the donkeys drug it by. Okay. Take a nice deep breath and Feel into your body. Feel all of your skin, your internal organs, the hair on your head. Get in touch with every cell of your body. Take another deep breath. And this time, visualize yourself as the tree of life. Throw your branches up high into alpha sky. Drive your roots down deep into Omega Earth. I call on you in the east, Alpha. I call on you in the west, Omega. I call on you in the north, Alpha. I call on you in the south, Omega.
Alpha.
Omega.
The beginning.
And the end.
A time to sow.
And a time to reap.
A time of planting.
And a time to harvest.
For those of you who may be visiting us for the first time today, we are the Alpha Ωmega Free Church here in the United States, completely ecumenical. I'm Esoteric Christian Bishop David Griffin, and we say ecumenical, we mean not just various Christian denominations, because right here beside me is Witch Queen Leslie McQuade.
Good morning. I'm representing several witchcraft traditions from both the United States and Europe.
Well, what we're about to do is a ritual that we've been bringing back to life. It comes from an ancient manuscript written in Coptic, discovered in Egypt by archeologists. And the manuscript purports to have been to contain the magic that was taught to his disciples by Jesus himself. Regardless of its cultural context, it's an extraordinarily interesting rite. The system itself is actually quite vast. In fact, today is the last day we will be performing this rite as such, as the way you've known it until now. Tomorrow morning, you'll notice some interesting differences because we'll be beginning a new solar year. So without further ado, this is the opening of the Treasury of Light. I beheld 3 mighty luminous creatures in the air. Almighty ones, guardians of the Treasury of Light from without. Moksaiae Caesars Lazaze. Stand aside, for I open the Treasury of Light. And passing beyond the confines of the Treasury of Light, entering therein, I saw 3 more mighty angels, one brighter than the other, guardians of the Treasury of Light from within. Lazae. Stand aside as I open the Treasury of Light. And there are 12 heads in his treasury. That is, the names are these which are in the places when they sing praises to my Father, so that he gives light power unto them. Almighty head. Tauzazua. Aerosio. Thuzias. So Fopsuzes. Uesa hoopsas. Uzua. Auza. Tuhuzo. Beruza esa. Ezae. Zeus. Oaseas. Here in the midst of the Treasury of Light, I invoke you, O Father of the Treasury, emanation of I invoke you, May the divine light descend. It is the intention of this ritual that all those who thirst to fill their energetic bodies with God force energy shall drink deeply of the waters of life and never thirst again. It is my further intention that in that hour when death comes calling to us all, that we shall shed our bodies, our physical bodies, like a serpent sheds its skin, and rise triumphant through the eons, through the treasuries, into the palace of the kingdom of my Father, in the luminous dimension, inside of starfire, at the speed of light. And finally, it is our further intention to protect humanity, protect the human race, protect us from extinction, protect our water from atrazine, poisons, pure water, pure air, protect our air from aerial spraying pollutants deliberately into the atmosphere under the guise of fighting climate change. Protect our fire, protect our God force field from solar dimming because of all of this aerial spraying. Enough is enough. And finally, protect our food supply, protect our earth from GMOs and pesticides, especially glyphosate. So mote it be.
So mote it be. Take a moment now to again feel into your body. A lot of magic has been worked here today, and you can feel its results in your physical body. Magic is like a point. It has no dimension. It has no length. It has no space, and yet it is everywhere at every single instant. And that God force energy flowing through the universe, holding it together, building life in every corner of the known and unknown universe. And we have access to it through the God force. Do you want to know what is happening on the moon? Tap into your God force energy and have a look for yourself. It is not impossible. All things, in fact, are possible when God force powers you and your life.
So thank you so much for coming out. If you'd like to know more about the Magick of Light, drop by www.golden-dawn.com. For more about the Alpha Omega, drop by www.alphaomega.church. Thanks for coming out, and we'll see you tomorrow. Now, tomorrow morning is going to, this afternoon is about 2:15, 2:13?
2:23 p.m.
2:23 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. In our part of the world
here
is
at
where
Columnhenge.
the sun enters into Capricorn. So tomorrow morning we'll be seeing you in a bright new solar year. This is the original new year, measured directly from the sun instead of any sort of abstract calendar.
Right.
Mm-hmm. So thanks a lot.
Thank you. And thank you for being here with us today and taking the time to become more than human. So until we have the pleasure of each other's company again, may the God force run strong within you. And, as always, may your magics work better than expected.